Hi, welcome to Community Conversations. I'm your host, Cherise. Today we have Peyton here to tell us about the Southern Alberta Summer Games. Hi, Peyton.
Hi, Cherise. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm doing good.
All right. So tell me about the Southern Alberta Summer Games.
So it's an event coming up here in July. Our registration just opened as of today, which is crazy enough. But honestly, we're just trying to recruit those athletes and create that supportive, inclusive environment with the region of Medicine Hat. And so basically, I'm your regional director, and you guys would come register through me, and you'd come and compete in 1 to 3 different sports. And you get a super cool Team Medicine Hat shirt, and yeah, you get to come and try and win a medal.
Medals are great.
I know. Wouldn't that be so cool?
Is it going to have the Summer Games logo?
It does, yeah. So it'll have this logo that's behind me there, a little bit on the logo, and it'll just say like 2026. Yeah, pretty
That's
cool.
awesome. What kind of athletes are you hoping to register for the games?
We're looking for a really wide variety this year. We get usually from ages 6 to 90 for all the different sports. So we're hoping to make sure that everyone gets a chance to play their sports, whether that's track and field, pickleball, or you're just trying something new for a week. But yeah, we want to see a wide variety of whether it's a student, whether it's a grandma in an old folks home. We want everyone to come in and come play for Team Medicine Hat.
Okay, how many different games do you have for people to choose from?
Oh, we have 24 different sports this year, which gives us a very wide variety for you guys to choose from. Whether you want to choose 1 or 3, basically you'll just come and register with me, and as long as they don't overlap, you can choose as many 3 as you want. We have a very good variety of stuff. A few that are new is bocce, we have clout archery, we have darts, we have cornhole. Every summer game that you can think of, we've probably got it this year. So yeah, definitely choose one of our new ones as well. See what you got.
Absolutely. Is there a registration fee?
Yeah, it's a $40 fee for Team Medicine Hat, which includes your registration into 1 to 3 games, along with your Team Medicine Hat shirt, which our logo is on the screen at some point. But you'll get your Team Medicine Hat shirt, which our color is pink. Unfortunate to those who don't like pink, I'm so sorry. But that is our color for this year. And then you'll also get some other swag to use along with some other information just for our athletes to use during that week.
How many different regions are going to be competing altogether?
So including Medicine Hat, there are 13 regions, which varies from like Cypress County and Medicine Hat versus Lethbridge and Lethbridge County. We've got basically from Brooks down to the south, and then we've got closest to BC is Pinter Creek, and then all the way back to Medicine Hat. So got a wide variety for Southern Alberta Summer Games this year.
There is. And all the games are going to be taking place in 40 Mile County?
Yes, that's correct. So there will be, a lot of the games are being hosted right in Bow Island, but there are a few that are going to be out in 40 Mile Park. There's, I think, 2 or 3 that are in Burdett, and then a few as well in Foremost.
Are there spots open for volunteers instead of just athletes?
Yeah, absolutely. We are hoping obviously to recruit our athletes, but honestly, we would also like to see volunteers that can come like be a coach for ball hockey, or if you want to just come support our teams, we'd love to have you come with us and just come cheer us on as Team Medicine Hat. Whether you're an athlete or not, we'd love to just see you guys come and support us.
So while the games are happening in 40 Mile and Burdett, you mentioned that there were other community things going on.
Yeah, so there are quite a few events every day for those 4 days from July 8th to the 11th. Our first day, we have our grand opening ceremonies at like 5:30, I believe it is. We also have like a free barbecue. We have free pancake breakfast another day. We have free swimming. There's a spray park. So really it's a family event and it's a community event. So we want everyone to come on down, just come for even a day, just to come see what it's all about. And we hope to see everyone there.
So you're going to be stationed all across the city throughout the month for recruiting athletes. What are some of your positions during the month?
Yeah, so almost every weekend I'm at one of the bigger events throughout Medicine Hat. this upcoming weekend will be Rise Up. So I'll be at Community Day at the Medicine College. The following weekend will be Spectrum, which I'll be there for about 6 hours each day. And then there's also a Mavericks game for that the first weekend of June. So you guys can come down right before registration is due, because we have to have all of our registrants by June 11th. So that is our final day to take anyone else on for athletes. So make sure you get enough time.
How many people are you hoping to see register?
Based on our numbers last year, we had about over 90. I would like to see over 100 this year would be my goal, hopefully 110. But honestly, I'm going to take as many as I can get. And I just really like that Medicine Hat community to come on down and just support us, even if you're not competing.
Is there a limit for how many people can participate in one kind of activity?
Yeah, so there's about half of the games that are being played in sports events we're having, they do have a limit for amount of spots, which they all vary a little bit. It's usually 2 or 3 spots for team sports mostly. Those who do want to come and play their sport, it's important to come as soon as possible to come and register. If not, I will give out the possibility for you to be transferred onto the Cypress Hills team with my friend Melissa, who's the regional director there. So we make sure everyone gets their chance to play, especially with limited spots. There's only so many spots Team Medicine Hat does versus Team Cypress County. So it's important that we all get the chance to play our sports, and especially with limited spots.
Yeah. You did mention that it is all-inclusive and that there's going to be accessibility options. What kind of options?
Yeah, one of the sports that I've really gotten into was bocce, because I've played it before, but honestly, it's a super fun game, and it's specific to those who have mobility issues. So even if you're on crutches, you can go and sign up for bocce. That is our one requirement for bocce, and I'm hoping maybe if we can't do it this year, then maybe next year we have, if there's enough registrants, that we can make those changes to some of the other games as well, so that there's an accessibility for, let's say, wheelchair basketball versus regular basketball. I think that would be a super fun way also to add in some inclusivity. But for right now, for sure, we have bocce for this year, but I'm hoping for the future we'll have some more as well.
Can you please tell me a little bit more about the registration process, either online and in person as well?
Yeah, so registration is online through the Southern Alberta Summer Games website. So you can click specifically on City of Medicine Hat. It is on one of those little tabs you'll see at the top. You can register online, but I do suggest that people either come talk to me in person or send me an email prior to their registration, just to make sure that they're in the right category, age level, and the right sport, so that there's no confusion on my end as well, because I will be the one putting you into your sports technically. But honestly, I really recommend people come talk to me in person, because I would really like to get to know you and see what kind of things you might be interested in that you just haven't thought of. For example, I've had people that play cribbage, but they've never heard of cornhole. Well, there's a huge difference, but honestly, why not give it a try? Let's see what you like. And honestly, I've had a few people ask me about like cornhole and cribbage, and I'm like, have you seen the other sports though? So honestly, come and talk to me, whether it's through email or in person. As you said earlier, I'm at quite a few events throughout this whole month. So if people want to come find me, they absolutely can.
Tell me about some of the local supports supporting the event.
Yeah, so recently I just heard that Badlands Cornhole is going to actually be sponsoring the cornhole at the games, which is super cool. And then for Team Medicine Hat specifically, we're teaming up with Sorcerer Sports to do all of our team shirts. So once you guys fill out your registration forms, then we'll get those t-shirts made, and you guys will get an athlete package, which has everything you need. And then we've got those shirts made for you right from Sorcerer Sports. We're so excited to see them finally.
That's so exciting. I love when local businesses just hop in and...
Yeah, and we've connected with so many local businesses too since we started promoting the games. Recently, I've been printing off posters and brochures to give out to businesses. So if we do have local businesses that do want to come and show their support in some way, even if they're not coming to the games, they can just share that info with friends and family and showed at your business on like just posting the poster on the glass or something. Honestly, we'll just take whatever support that we can get from especially our locals here in Medicine Hat.
Everybody wants to know about swag. What kind of swag comes along in the package?
So obviously your Team Medicine Hat t-shirt is obviously going to be there. So basically you'll choose that during your registration. You'll tell me what size you need, and then we'll put in those orders. But I'm also hoping to do sunglasses. A collapsible water bottle was also in the talks, and a lanyard. So who knows? Honestly, it's still up for like some options. So if people have some other ideas, I would love to hear them before registration is done so I can send in an order. But yeah, I would honestly love to see more locals come up to me and want to promote their products. So if there anyone that wants to help out, we would love to see you there.
How long have the Southern Alberta Summer Games been going on for?
56 years this year. So this is the first time in 30 years that's actually being hosted in the county of 40 Mile, which that's crazy. But it's been 56 years. The first set was back in 1970 in Pincher Creek, came up in the talks in the 1960s. So honestly, seeing it back in the county of 40 Mile and so close to Medicine Hat is such a crazy idea. And I'm so excited for it to come closer now.
So how long have you been involved in the Summer Games?
I've only been on the job for about 3 weeks now. I've had some time to make posters and create those promotional materials and reaching out to all of our community members to get this out. But it's been a really weird road, honestly. It's definitely some new ground to look at, coming from being in school to be a teacher to this is a complete different road to travel on. So honestly, it's been such a really cool experience for me, coming from someone who's only worked with kids now to working with every age possible all in one event is so crazy to me. So honestly, these last 3 weeks have been a blessing in some way because I feel like I've grown more of myself as well through this process.
Have you participated in the games previously?
I actually haven't. Honestly, I've spent a lot of time with my family during the summers, and the last few years I've been just working during the summer. So honestly, seeing this other side of, oh, I'm behind this now. I gotta do this. So honestly, I've been playing cornhole with my dad since I was a kid, and it's something that I grew up loving to do. So when I saw that it was in the games this year, I was like, oh, I gotta participate this year.
And you're allowed to participate as well?
Yes, that is correct. We're actually encouraged to, as regional directors, to compete in one of the sports at least during the games. So I'm super excited to go and play.
That's amazing. Is your family gonna be there just cheering on?
Some of my dad and some of my other family members have already told me that they'll play a sport of some sort. They haven't completely decided. I'm trying to convince them either to play cornhole with me or play in like cribbage, because I know that they've played that for quite a few years now. So I'm really hoping I can get a lot of my friends and family especially to come and support me.
That would be amazing. Is there gonna be more of a competitive league and more of just for fun kind of league, or is it all just for
honestly, it's all kind of just for fun. Obviously we're all trying to compete to get the most medals and get the gold. That's a Canadian thing, honestly, but but honestly this whole event is really about getting those communities together and involved with each other and just have fun. And like grassroots sports is about having fun this summer. Like that's what we're trying to encourage, and that's why we're asking so many people to come and either play or support or just come out and just do something with us. Yeah,
because even if they don't want to compete or support, or they're there to support, there's pancake breakfasts.
Yes.
Or swimming as well.
Yeah, there's always some sort of family event going on throughout that whole week. So whether your kid is competing one day, stay the whole day and have some fun, eat some food, go swimming, go to the spray park, whatever your heart desires. So like that's what we want to see. We want to see people getting out with their family and actually just having fun in the summer.
Is there going to be other kinds of booths there promoting themselves?
Honestly, I'm not too sure what the layout is going to be for other vendors. I know we have quite a few sponsors that will be coming. So Rock Modular is doing the free barbecue on our first day. But we have quite a few sponsors, including Badlands Cornhole was another one for the cornhole sport. But honestly, I'm not sure how everything is going to be set up. So honestly, it's going to be all new to all of us. And that's what's going to be so exciting.
Are you finding a lot of repeat athletes coming in and registering already?
Honestly, this weekend, I sent out an email to all the athletes from 2025 that thought that they would want to be in again this year, and quite a few of them have said, yes, put me in, coach, let's go. So I'm just waiting for that time that I get to see their name on my list and be like, oh, I know what they're doing, let's go.
So has the Southern Alberta Games always been like as age inclusive as it is? I saw from 6 to 90.
Yeah, pretty much. When it first started out, they saw like a lot of like high school, college, late 30s athletes. Once they kind of varied the sports, they saw a lot more people want to come and play, which that gave us more of the age variety. But in the last few years, we've been honestly getting all different ages. Last year, we had a family relay as a part of the track and field event, which was super fun. So we got to see like a 6-year-old with a 10-year-old with their mom and dad. Oh, it was so cute. But that's something that like I love seeing, is that like families are coming together. They can all play. And like seeing a grandparent and the grandkid also competing in like the same event, but it's like obviously different age categories. But honestly, like that's the thing about being inclusive. You want to make sure that everyone gets involved, that everyone feels like they're safe and supported. That's what we want to see from the Summer Games.
How are the games divided? By age or by skill or?
Yeah, it really depends. A lot of it is based on age level, but then we also do based on skill level based on those ages. So if you are, let's say, U11 and 12, well, I could split you into beginner versus intermediate. It's sort of like that. Pickleball is a great example. Those who know pickleball would know that there's like a 3.5 and a 3.5 plus. 3.5 is like beginner to intermediate, and then 3.5 plus is intermediate to advanced. So if they do have those skill levels, then they'll know, how well they're doing. But honestly, if they think they're a beginner, I'm going to put them in beginner. I'm not going to throw them into anything they're not ready for. But honestly, that's a nice part, is that we're not just looking at your age, being like a 6-year-old is only allowed to compete with 6-year-olds. If they are very skilled, I can put them in U8 or whatever it may be. So that's the thing, is I want to make sure that people feel like they're being heard, and that I'm not putting you based on your age into that specific event. I'm going to put you based on where you feel comfortable and what you can compete in.
Okay, and that's why it's important to, probably come seek you out throughout the month. And
absolutely, and that's why I've made a schedule of like Monday to Friday. This is where I'm going to be at, and then obviously the events are a bonus, especially on weekends for all of my working parents out there. So yeah, I would really recommend people to come talk to me in person, or just send me an email, just talking a little bit about yourself, so I get kind of an idea prior to your registration, so I make sure that you're on the right path.
Where can people find where you're going to be at?
So basically, I'd recommend first people going to the Southern Alberta Summer Games website. So it's southernalbertasummergames.ca. Once they go on there, they can actually select their region, regional director. So you would find City of Medicine Hat, or you'd find me, and just send me an email. I'll send you back the little list, which I'm hoping to add on to that page as well, just so that people have easier access. But yeah, definitely send me an email. I will absolutely send you my schedule going forward into the next 3.5 weeks until that registration is due, and then we'll get you all ready to go.
Is there going to be posters people can look out for around town?
Absolutely. One of my hopes for the rest of this week is just to get those posters out to local communities. honestly, and that's the thing, is I want to connect with as many people as possible. So if you're local and you want a poster to put on your glass, I'm happy to come drop one off, or any of our brochures that we've made as well. I can drop off anything that we need, but I'm hoping to go to local businesses this week and go drop some off and see if you'd be willing to share them.
Great. How long do athletes have to register?
Yeah, so our registration is actually open as of today, which is very exciting. It had to be postponed due to technical issues throughout this week, but it will be closed on Thursday, June 11th. So people have just over 3.5 weeks to get that in. So I'd really appreciate if people start getting those registrations in as soon as possible. So definitely talk to me first, and then we'll get you all registered right.
And what days are the games taking place?
The games are running from Wednesday, July 8th until Saturday, July 11th.
All right. And then it's not going to be held in Medicine Hat, but it'll be, where is it going to be?
It'll be in the county of 40 Mile.
All right. In the camping area, or?
So we have quite a few different locations throughout County of 40 Mile. So between Bow Island, Burdett, Foremost, and 40 Mile Park. Definitely something to add in there is that we do have like accommodations that you can look at for like camping. You could go for the entire week, or going to stay in a motel in Bow Island, whatever that you guys are looking at, especially if you're coming for the full week for your events. It's something to look at so that you don't need to keep driving back and forth as well.
What kind of accommodations are they offering?
So currently they're making rates for camping in 40 Mile Park as well as Bow Island Campground. So that's something as well on the Summer Games website that people can take a look at. So it says, while you're here, on the top tab, it'll tell you all the attractions, all the events going on, as well as all of the motels and camping accommodations that they could get.
During the games, there's going to be an on-site EMS team.
That's correct. So yeah, we have our own medical staff, which all of us regional directors, as I know of, all have our first aid. So we are ready to go as well if I need to. But we will take in like all of your emergency contact information, any medication that you're on, all of that, so that we do know in case there is an emergency that we are always prepared. So they will be wearing white, I think, or red, one of the two. It's gonna be white or red. They will be at every single event throughout the whole 4 days, and yeah, they'll always be here to help.
Yeah, it's always good to have somebody standing on side just in case.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it has a slogan there. Is that an important kind of motto that play?
That was actually the County of 40 Mile came up with that. And they sent it along to us. And I actually asked that, being like, well, why is this the logo? A new day, a new era. What do you mean? And they're like, it's been 30 years since the games were last hosted in the County of 40 Mile. So it was important that they were like, this is a new chapter for not only just Southern Alberta Summer Games, but for the County of 40 Mile. So that was their kind of thoughts behind it.
Oh, so they're excited to be hosting.
Yeah, so excited.
Oh, that's awesome to hear. Okay, so everybody can register on the website as well?
Yes, yeah, so that would be your main direction to go when you do go to register, whether in person with me or online. Just go to southernalbertasummergames.ca and you'll be able to register through your region, which is City Medicine Hat.
Perfect. But if their sport is full, they could possibly register with Cypress County.
Absolutely.
As well.
Yeah, so so that's why I'm asking people to come talk to me first so that they can clarify that before they try and register, or else I'm gonna have to contact you. So for sure, contact me first and see if it is completely full. If so, then I will connect you with Melissa from County of Cypress and we'll get you all ready to go.
And remind me again, when does the registration close?
Registration closes on Thursday, June 11th.
All right. So
1 month.
People better get excited and
absolutely
get it in there.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about your regional director role? How are you enjoying it?
I love it. It's honestly been my favorite part of my day. I get to talk with so many different people from all different walks of life, and honestly, it's been my greatest pleasure to come and be able to be that representation for Medicine Hat, to be like, I grew up here and I can do this, and you guys can do this too. Let's go do this together. I really want to see Community Medicine Hat just come together for this and come play a really fun time at Summer Games.
Okay, other than just medals for prizes, are there any other kinds of awards or prizes?
Yeah, so there is actually called the Max Gibb Award, which is given to a contributor to the Summer Games, whether being through an athlete or someone who's helped us with the Summer Games in the last 5 years. So basically we have to make that decision as like a Team Medicine Hat committee. So me and a few others that have been helping me through this process, with the City of Medicine Hat and Tourism Medicine Hat as well. We'll make a decision by June 11th. So if you would really like to be a part of that, we would love to hear about how you've contributed to the sports throughout Medicine Hat or to the Summer Games specifically, because we will take on considerations from everybody.
And how much is the award?
Basically you would get like a little, I'm pretty sure it's a plaque that kind of says your name and like what the Max Gibb Award is and everything. And we do like a special presentation. I'm pretty sure it's like our closing ceremonies on the Saturday, I believe. So it's either at opening or closing ceremonies. So you would find out for sure by the start of July.
Okay, great. That sounds like something that everybody needs to aim for.
Yeah, it's a very special award for especially people that do help us like support athletics and being inclusive. That's what we're looking for. So if you are that person from your association of some sort, I would love to hear about it.
Thank you for telling us about the Summer Games that are coming up and where to look for you, where to find you, and how to register. And I look forward to seeing you in the community, and I look forward to hearing how the Summer Games go this year.
Thank you, Cherise. I'm happy to be here anytime.
Thank you for watching.